Now we now the clap work. What's up, everybody? This is your boy Solomon Abrams, Greystone Dojo, the world-class, world-renowned Abrams family. I be trying these different things. I'm gonna get rid of that one. Yeah, but y'all know me. But my people here today. Normally people say they go without saying they don't need an introduction. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. We gonna introduce her. Well, you introduce yourself, because now as you expanding, you got different names, and I'm digging it.
Yeah, I think I'm totally in my like Prince shit.
Okay.
Because, hey everyone.
Hey.
Most of y'all know me as Darling Nicky. I'm also known as Nicole Nawaz. Yeah, but I think I might go back to Darling Nicky.
Okay.
On my Prince shit.
So okay, on your
artist formerly
known as. Right. The elevation. So wait a minute. Okay, so if you've been following me for any of the time, you might know that 3 years ago, we say 3 years, neither one of us will be fighting about it. It was 3 years ago because yeah. I had a breakup. I had a breakup in 2020 as well. So I don't want to be that bitter dude like my life changed now. So the pandemic, we shot, and from where I sit, right, you've been through a bunch of stuff. So what's been up with you since we saw each other last?
I was heavy in my porn career.
Okay.
The last time we saw each other.
Right.
In Atlanta.
Right, in Atlanta.
And yeah, I was definitely just in the midst of it.
Okay.
Making my name, working with new people, trying to figure out the style of content that I want to create.
Right. I think people don't put enough emphasis on the style.
Yeah. I'm a niche.
Right. No. It's
and since then, I wouldn't say that I've shifted away from it, but I've kind of just shifted the focus.
Okay.
So a lot of things were entertaining and they looked like your typical mainstream porn.
Okay.
And now they've come to look more like what I want them to look like.
Okay.
Which is more of an, I don't know, it's like this expose of my actual sexual life or like sexual experiences and stuff like that. And I think that that's why we're seeing a lot more like intimacy, connection, things within BDSM and kink world.
The kink world.
Those places pour into me like no others can.
Right.
And they're a big part of me.
Okay. That's cute. Yeah. Tell me about rope, motherfucker. Fuck all that. That's nice. I got you. You know what I'm saying? There was some other shit in there. Okay. I'll look up one day. Hey, I'll look up on one day, right? And I'll try and be truthful with everybody. I'm gonna be truthful with y'all, I'm gonna be truthful with you. I look up one day, scrolling through the interwebs, fucking around on some different sites. So I see a body in rope. I'm like, damn, that's like Darling Nicky. That's fly. I'm like, that's fly. I don't own rope. And so I keep looking. I was like, oh no, that is her. That is them. It's her, right? She, her.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I was glad because
she, her, they, gender non-conforming because what does it really fucking matter?
Okay, there it is, right? And so boom, you in rope. I said, okay, that's what's up. Teamed up with some other my people. I was like 35 seconds. I ain't gonna lie, about 53 seconds. I was a little bit salty that y'all were all together and I wasn't there. And I was like, really? Could you have went? No, nigga.
What was this?
Y'all went to Tulum. Y'all did the not Tulum or Costa Rica.
Yeah,
y'all did
it was Tulum.
Yeah.
ATL Tantra Fest.
Yeah, I was like, God damn. I walked around work about 55 seconds. Y'all see, every time I think about it, get a little longer. I think I walked around work about a good whole day. It was like, that's some bullshit. But then I was like, that is I loved it for you because I know how I'm gonna use the word transformative that rope can be. Is whenever people ask me like, hey, I want to do this, and I'm thinking, hey, fam, all that's cute, but rope is different, and then there's a different set of rules and laws and your body is going to behave in rope, and it's going to change you. Even if you never do it again, you're going to be different. So that's what I want to talk about because now you Nicole Nawaz.
Yeah. I think that it was that week, that fest, that celebration, that kind of brought my awareness to how sacred kink can be. When you bring in ritual, when you bring in ceremony, when you bring in these elements of somatic healing. When you bring in the senses, it was an entire week just full of how can I use this one like object to make this transformative experience for someone else. And it was also where I stepped away from, even though I bottomed that entire week for Zer Oya and Shakti Bliss. But
shout out to both of them, my people.
That was when I was like, oh, okay. Like, I can do this. I've been bottoming for maybe like the past 4 years at that point. And I was like, I have something in me that I want to share. And I'm ready to take the reins. And yeah, share that. So.
That's cool. All right. And now you're topping, right? You top as well. You switch.
So now I'm topping on the floor.
Okay.
And I am getting into self-suspension for myself.
Okay.
Nice and selfish with that.
I see you. I see you. I see you. Rope. So what kind of rope do you like?
I am a big jute girl.
Okay.
I love the natural fibers.
Okay.
I just got some Posh.
Okay.
Which I do like how heavy it is.
Okay.
And I started off with nylon and all the pretty colors and things like that. And I even think that does play a big importance, especially when you're doing things like ceremony work, rituals and stuff, when you need those colors to evoke emotion.
I normally don't ask that, but I don't want to talk to too many rope people. If people ask me, like, what's your favorite rope? Like, what's your favorite rope? Oh, natural fiber. Right. But different things call for different things. So, all right, what's going on? So, what else I wanted to say? So, since we are going to do some stuff, tell me about what are some of your limits? What are some of your physical limits as it relates to rope?
Physical, nothing around the throat.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. I enjoy, I guess, being stretched in the ropes. I'm pretty flexible, so I like to explore my own flexibility and be challenged in that. I brought some chocolates with me for my aftercare.
I have some fresh fruit if you want some watermelon cantaloupe and honeydew.
But yeah, I think as far as limits, it's all good.
Okay, cool. So I'll explain my style of, so with communication, especially like with safe words, I don't use safe words, right? What I do is communicate. So if something's wonky, just tell me, hey, something's wonky by my ankle. I think that's going to save us the most amount of time trying to figure out what's going on. It's clear. It's like, hey, this is what's going on. That if I do something that is triggering to you, instead of trying to figure out what to say, just, hey, Solomon, that makes me feel this way, whatever. What I'm going to do is stop and ask you, what would you like me to do, right? If you are unable to answer that question, I'm going to just if you're suspended, I'm going to bring you down. If you're on the floor, I'm going to give you physical and actual space until you, like, if it's going to be levels. So like, if you're up, I'm going to bring you down. If you're down, I'm going to say, do you want me to start untying you? If you're like, no, leave me for a minute. I'm going to move, give you distance until you can figure out what you would like me to do. If you do not know what you would like me to do, I'm going to simply begin to untie you until you find a place where the rope may be still on you, but now you're physically not restrained. Whereas I don't want to risk injury while you're figuring out your life shit that way. But the other way, right? Let's say that something's moving away and we find a very productive pain or very productive situation that you want to explore. You can direct me. You can direct me into that, like, ooh, more of this, lift that. What else? Body fluids are cool. I got all this going. if he squirt, if you're feeling sick and got to vomit, we just gonna go with it. I'm not like, oh yeah, we gonna rub it in. I'm just gonna say,
let's go
don't,
with it.
Yeah, don't not. That's wild as hell. That is wild as hell. What I am saying is, don't not do it because you're worried about ruining my stuff, right? I can throw this away. Yeah, your safety in that moment is more paramount. What else? What else? We got any questions for me?
How long have you been fucking around with rope?
I've been fucking around with rope for 11 years. Yeah, my origin story is I used to produce porn, and I left that, and I was kind of how you were saying, I was in a space where I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do. I had a whole thing. I broke up with my name, right? And people were like, no, I know you as this name, not that other name. I'm like, okay. And then I was trying to find a bunch of things to fit exactly what you were saying, trying to find my style with photography. And we stumbled. So I was like, it's going to be erotica. This is going to be erotic images. Was thinking about back in the day with the album covers and how that shit looked like. There was a moment from like mid 90s to mid 2000s where people were just kind of saying shit like that black folks suddenly we didn't show beauty in the way that was erotic, nude bodies and those things. And I was like, no, it's always been that flash shit. The album covers, the fucking velvet paintings. And at the time I was working with a small modeling group, not small, but like to diminish them, but we were all growing, you know. And so one day, the leader of the group, modeling group, he went like we would go like me and him would brainstorm, and we would just go to Home Depot and buy shit, right? And so this time he brought a bunch of just shit. Part of that shit was some just regular ass rope, and we did with a damsel in distress, just tied her hands and her ankles, stuff. So she had a bra and penny set, but the pennies didn't fit, so we just folded up and stuffed them in her mouth. But the rope tying and that doing all of that, I was like, okay, wait a minute, this is different, different, right? And ever since then, I was like, no, that's it. So I've been doing it, and then I've been doing suspension since 2018. Since I bought this place. So I got this place, I got that December, and then I started doing suspensions that like early spring. So that's I've been fucking around. I ain't going back. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah, that's why you I find myself as a kink poly person, poly man, and a pro rigger, pro dom, all that stuff. And people are like, what if you meet the love of your life, your dream woman, and she doesn't want you to do rope?
That wouldn't be the love
of my life, right? Like who dreams in deficit? Hey, if you out here dreaming in deficit, stop that. Stop fucking dreaming in deficit. Even in my nightmares, I have all the shit I need. You know what I'm saying? It's just a monster or a situation. Yeah, I get right. Man, And so it's that. It's and then I've been fucking around, kind of like I think that rope and stuff and just the energy of it, because I'm a connection hoe, right? And so that's the other reason I took off from rope, because for me rope is very connective, so I'm a connection hoe, and got into all the other things. Right? Yeah. What else? Shoot another. Shoot another, because I talk.
Okay. Yeah, that's it for question.
Okay. What was I gonna say? But other than that, what's going on off camera? I be wanting to say that so bad, like like a podcaster, like an interviewer, a broadcaster, like. So okay, we were talking, right? You were about to tell me how about the industry or whatever, as far as shooting content, creating. Tell me more about that.
I didn't even think that it was gonna happen to me. I swore up and down that I was gonna be able to just like continue to collaborate with people that I didn't really know that well. Right. But looked really attractive and seemed to fuck good.
Okay.
And then my body was just like, nah. Like, we don't even want to get out of bed for this.
Right.
So I had to find something that got me excited and felt safe, right?
Right.
And what it's been was reincorporating rope into my solo content.
Okay.
And then also creating content in the moments that I share with people I do kinky shit with.
Right.
So my dominance, you, Madam Carmen, Sir Oya. I feel like I'm missing someone.
The pressure zone.
Black Sin.
Okay.
All kinksters that I've created content with. And I honestly think that my shit is gonna just look like that.
Right.
Like this is gonna be it. Granted, maybe some other content creators as well will definitely fit in there who are also just educated, sex positive, and safe.
Right, that right. No. Safe is a real word.
And it goes beyond testing, it goes beyond, health. It goes into how my body is responding to this person. Right. Like even their words, their presence, their touch, like all of these things I am now hyper aware of and I am not willing to compromise for. Right. So
that's fine. Yeah. No, it's fine. I get it. So one of the things, the reason I understand that is because as I started doing more rope, especially as I started doing more suspensions, I found that the women would come and they were dumping on me, right? Just dumping everything. And so other people would come, they would come over and they were like, oh, shooting this shit. Like, how are you protecting yourself? And and I didn't really have a real answer for that. And so for me, doing things with people who are safe is, like you say, protecting me, protecting my energy, protecting my vibes, protecting my mind, because you start speaking to people. And like I say, and I'm a connection hoe, right? And so it's like you start speaking to people and it's like, no, this is not good. And so for me as a male, like as a male top, there are a lot of times where that people want to, like women want to dump on me and they feel like I don't have a voice in that. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't say no. And I was like, wait a minute, nigga. You get to say no. Right. And so it's that, like you say, that unsafeness, that danger in different ways. Of course, physically, for you, I understand, especially your physical stature, and you just like, oh shit, I might have put myself in a bad spot. But I found that for me as a man, that I'm putting myself in a bad spot physically because this person they're not settled. I'll use the word settled to be most respectful. They're not settled in this space. And then on top of that, there are times where they might bring their boyfriend, they bring somebody with them, and it's like, you not comfortable, like this shit, your motives aren't good, and then how he's perceiving this is making it worse.
Right, like intention.
Yeah, and like I would look back and tell like, oh, he think we fucking. Right. And they would, he think that me and her are fucking, and then you have the conversations, and it's like, hey, when you asked him, what did he say? He just told me to do me. Oh, and that's like, that's a no. That nigga is over here. Like, you could feel the energy. That nigga want to. Right.
And you would think people would have conversations beforehand.
No, they're horrible.
Right? Like,
no.
I'm just gonna.
Women do it. Women do that bogus as hell. It'll be just, or we'll have a conversation. They'll say we'll speak. They'll tell me all these things they want to do. They're like, okay, and I'm like, okay, what's your wardrobe? I'm gonna be naked. You don't have to worry about me. I'm down for whatever. So my mind like, okay, that's cool. Don't matter to me. And we talking, and they want to have this experience. And it's like, okay, hey, do you want to bring somebody? It's cool if you do. I understand. I'm a nigga on the south side of Chicago. You don't know me like that. You may want to bring somebody. I suggest you bring your good girlfriend who got the pistol or the knife in her purse. Somebody who will watch your back, but who's not emotionally and spiritually invested into your space. Yeah. No, I'm good. Okay. I find out once I open the door, they brought their boyfriend or they brought their husband, and he doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Right. And so it's like, And a lot of people don't understand this, and I know you understand this. It's watching, when you're watching a rope scene, you can see it. You can see that connection. It's like, okay, that's dope. That's beautiful.
Even though it's completely like non-romantic, like
right, but it's like, intimate.
It's platonic, but it's intimate. Yeah.
And so if you are not used to seeing, if you vanilla as fuck, and where the danger comes in, that's funny. Where the danger comes in at is that the intimacy looks like physical intimacy. And so if a person's like, well, how long you known him?
Right.
Well, okay, I'll break the scenario down even better. A lot of times women will ask their boyfriends or their husbands or whomever their partners are, hey, I would like you to, like, the guy may even say, hey, I want to tie you up, I want to try this. And so the woman will say, no, I'll only do that with somebody I trust, right? That's like the kind of knockdown, right? Yeah, it makes sense, you know. Motherfucker, you never tied nobody up. Why would I trust you?
So this the motherfucker.
Fucker, you right. You online with one, right? So now you look at this Nate, and so it's in a you can hear a person's thoughts. It's like so they're asking questions like, well, how long have y'all known each other? And the woman will cut me off to say, no, I've been following him online for like 9 years. Like what? Hey fam, I'm just really meeting her. Okay, cool. Yeah. So you never met this motherfucker, and she's not catching on like. He's sizing this situation up because we.
So this how you be with people you ain't never met.
Right, and so it's like that level of. So I deal with that a lot. It's not as much as I used to at first, but now. But that I'm saying that's how like okay, this is kind of dangerous.
I'm like about to go into a program for intimacy coordination on porn and film sets, and. Some of the curriculum is going to talk about how to speak to partners of people engaging in intimate scenes.
Right.
Like
yes, man, oh man. I should get a certificate. Whatever you get, a diploma, I've done it now. I've done all the work. I've done hours and hours. Right. It's that. It is like, hey, this is not the time to spring this on your guy or go home with photo albums. And like, I'm gonna get this for his birthday. Oh, this is a surprise? Oh. Hey, that's no refund though. When he doesn't like 75 photos of you tied up with your ass and titties out, that I'm not giving you a refund for that. I thought you did your proper research. And so I understand I'll just say, I understand that where you're coming from when you say that safety is like, this isn't good. And then on top of all the things I'm sure you deal with. So, yeah. So what's next for you? Okay, other than that, you doing what else?
What is next for me? I honestly think I'm about to head back to Atlanta.
Okay.
Even though I left. I'm gonna do some more work with Brian and Black Touch.
Right. I need it.
And help grow the family.
The Black Touch family, or you finna get your own family?
Yeah, the Black Touch family.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get
help expand it because like what? It's too beautiful to not.
Yeah.
You know.
No.
And yeah, I think just incorporating more tantra into my shit, finding other people who are down to create that kind of content, or even creating content around sharing that with people who have never done that before.
Right.
So yeah, that's what's next. I'm excited for it.
That sounds dope. I like that. What's the meme? The real music. Cool. Picasso. I like it. yeah. I like that. That's one of my ultimate visions too, to kind of go in that same space where that Black Touch is, and like, hey, because I was in it before. I wrote some other stuff, did some non-sexual comedy stuff, and I was like, I can do erotica, and so cool. Yeah. I think that's it. I feel like that's it.
I have one question though.
I have a bunch of answers. Okay.
My question is, what do you enjoy most about putting others in your ropes?
Once again, I'm a connection hoe, and as a sadist, I get turned on by the suffering, because with rope, I'm trying to think the kinks that so rope, I'm going to say rope and needle play for the most part are the two kinks, the two skill sets that once you start, it's happening to your body the entire time. And so with rope, as a sadist, it's more enjoyable. I won't say fun. It's more enjoyable when I have people in my rope who are willing and open to suffering for me, whatever level that may be. Like sometimes new people, if that suffering for them may only last like 45 seconds to a minute, where other people like my partner and any other people who are on an intimate level or like they bottom for me. Like you bottom, and you know that there's those times like you're in the rope. So from the time that you get one harness put on you, that begins the clock. Your body's reacting to that, right? And so even if on a very base level, if it's just performative and it's not the most, it's just regularly uncomfortable, your body's responding to that, right? We have different levels of trust at this point. Now we have to talk to each other or communicate with each other, whether it's verbally, non-verbally, and those things, right? And the more a person's willing to suffer for me, the more connected and the more I get from that. So I typically say like there's a belief in the community where people, well, I'm not gonna say in the community, but there's this belief in the internet community where it's like submission is a gift. I don't believe that. I don't subscribe to that theory, right? Because I figure if you are a true submissive at heart or a true slave at heart, and I am a true dominant or a true master at heart, we're going to come together and be mutually beneficial. We're here for interdependence. We can't, I can't top if you don't bottom, right? You can't, like, we can get into semantics of it, but we talking about to the true form of it, right? To the true essence of it. If you are trying to submit to a power and then having a power exchange, and I'm trying to have a power submit to me, once we find that, it's going to, they go hand in hand. I'm doing no more for you than you're doing for me, right? My presence doesn't bring any more.
And a gift is something that you don't give anything back for.
It's, right, it's not reciprocal. Right. It's like, I gave you a birthday gift. What my return gift, your birthday gift. It's not like, it don't work like that. So for me in rope, that suffering, like, okay, I can tie a rope on you. Ta-da, it's cool, it's a harness, look cute on you. But now when it's like, hey, here's what I have an idea. I'm gonna do these things, these. That willingness to suffer for me, especially if I'm in a space where I'm just kind of figuring some shit out, like, okay, because a lot of the rope I tie, I'm a rope bastard. I didn't have nobody. Everything I learned through just experimentation and adaptation, and like, okay, the person in the video is your size, but the people I'm tying is taller, thicker, soft, whatever the case may be. And so as that's developing, it's like, okay, but I want to get that. It's like this is where it's like sex. It's like that first time you lose your virginity or you have a new sexual experience. Now those experiences, you want to capture that or replicate that. But also new people bring new energy, right? It's like, oh, or for example, the first person I suspended was a smaller body, but I had a partner at the time who was taller and plus size. And it's like, I have to suspend her, right? And so I suspended her. Boom, that was dope. Then I did an inversion, like, oh shit, that's dope. So now it's like, who else can I do this stuff with? How else? Figuring it out. And so for me, that's what it is. The people I like having in my rope are people who are willing to suffer and endure being in my rope. And yeah, I'll just stop there. All right.
You have permission to make me suffer.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Heavy masochism by
Okay. Oh, heavy masochist. Huh.
Is needleplay something that you would be interested in learning, or is that off limits for you?
It would only be, I would only be interested in learning needleplay if I had a dedicated partner who was interested in being a bottom for needleplay. And so that's one of the things I think people don't kind of just admit in kink. Like, yeah, there are a bunch of things you can learn to do without having a dedicated bottom. You can learn to tie. You can learn to do needle play. But at some point, if to get the most out of it, you need that. You need that body. Did I tell you I was in a connection hole? I'm a connection hoe. You know what I'm saying? I be connecting the motherfucker. Like, God damn, your motherfucking energy nice, bitch. Your energy just, ooh, shit. Rub that energy on me, motherfucker. Rode in the car with all these women. I was just in there. They was just slutting my energy out. God, they were connecting to me, motherfucker. Just connect. Like, connect. Ooh, connect. Motherfucker. I'm a connection hoe. So I'd be open to learning it, but only if I had, because I'm also a creative, and I'm a photographer and videographer. So once I get it down, I want to have patterns. I don't want to do all this shit.
I want to get the art of it.
Yeah,
I feel that.
And then I have, I suffer from a condition called black cosmic arrogance. I'm one nigga who think I'm better than the stars, right? Right? He thought I was gonna say some real shit, right? You thought I was gonna be like, I have this other condition.
No, it's just been a while and I forgot how fucking funny you were.
Yeah, so I'm one nigga who think I'm better than the stars. So when people say like, oh, black people don't do that. Oh, I want to show, I want to have needle play and all the on canvas, like bodies and all shit. And so, yeah, I would learn it. I am kind of a little bit squeamish, but if I had the bodies to learn it and then expand it, because like I said, I can get a chicken breast and learn it.
Right.
But it's not the same as learning it on a body. Learning it from a real live certified master who comes with all this shit. Like, I'm gonna teach you this shit. So,
Okay, just curious.
No, it's cool. Thank you. Well, no, I'm gonna flip it. You don't ask me. So, what draws you to be in other people's rope?
Honestly,
don't lie.
What they can do, like their ability, and their energy.
All right.
And what I've experienced and will continue to experience as I work with different tops.
Okay.
Is everyone has their own reason, right? So like in that DS dynamic we were talking about the gift of submission. Knowing like, okay, well, if that's what you enjoy and then I enjoy, you know, being a masochist, then it works out.
Right.
I can be attracted to this.
Right.
It feeds me as well. But I think honestly it's really the skill.
Okay.
Skill set.
Okay.
And energy.
Okay.
I have not been tied by any white people.
Okay.
Even my first time being suspended, which was at the Brooklyn Expo in New York, kinbaku studio.
Okay.
I believe I was suspended by Arthur.
Okay.
Who is not white.
Right.
But yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
No, that's it. No, that's cool. No. All of that shit. I like that. Because I don't tie a lot of white women as well. And it's I'm not gonna. People they ask me, I try to dance around. I answer like, "Hey, maybe we can do something." Hey, maybe we can.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm like, the chances are very slim.
Yeah.
And Slim has already left the building. I had another question. Oh, okay. So now I got a messy question. You don't have to say no names, right? Has someone approached you to do rope and you were like, hell no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And a lot of these people aren't experienced doms.
Right.
They're people who want me to submit to them.
Hold on, wait, man. Hey, man, knock it the fuck off. Man. Just knock it the fuck off.
And I actually had somebody ask me yesterday, and I was just like...
Here?
Yeah, absolutely.
They in Chicago? Hey, man, knock it the fuck... Hey, boy.
I was just like...
I was like,
do you know what a single column tie is? And they were like... no. And I was just like, so why would I want to be in?
Well, if I
like,
find out your name,
why would I want to let you tie me up?
Right.
You know, so like, why would I sign up to be harmed?
Right.
People are always definitely going to ask because this is something that it just excites them, it intrigues them. But if it excites you, then that's something personal that you need to explore before you invite anybody else into that.
Exactly. I find out though. Find out. All right, she ain't gonna tell me.
They not ready for that.
Knock it off. Hey, fam, be cool. Knock it off, dog. Knock it off. For real. For real. Knock it off. Don't do that shit. Y'all knock it off. Knock that shit off. Out here, knock it off. I'm just gonna keep saying knock it off. Okay. Yeah, no, I get that.
Well, I think people just see rope, right?
And
but like we know the history, we know the uses, we know all of the. Now it's like every
I don't know all the names.
Rope. No, but
I was gonna say, you said you know all the names.
Rope. I'm on a rope. Oh my God, rope. I'm at a construction site. Oh my God, rope. I'm at a fucking art MACRAME, something like. But it's like you now become familiar. It's now a language that you speak.
Right. So, people bring me rope and they're like, what about this?
Right. And like, please take that shit back to Home Depot.
For Dom Depot rope. Stop it. And I already dropped the little hint, the tip for that shit. Knock it off. It's, or they come with paracord. And you're like, okay, I could do something with this, but this isn't what you think it's going to be. Yeah. You saw this online. Like, I got 400 feet of this. They called it rope and it's paracord. And you brought it to the shoot with you and you thought that, okay, that's funny. What else? So how do you identify in that space? Is this just bottom, submissive? Do you feel you have a slave heart? Do you have if you had to identify? I'm just throwing questions out now.
Bottom, submissive.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Okay. Have you tapped into your primal side yet?
Yes, always.
What animal
always.
do you feel?
In scenes.
Okay.
Probably kitten.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out of scenes?
Out of scenes. I'm not too sure. It could be lioness.
Okay. We'll just say big feline, big cat. Yeah. Okay. I can see kitten. All right. I was just throwing shit out there. I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna quit playing. I'm done. So if that's it, you ain't got any other questions for me?
No.
Okay. Okay. I should get my whole. What would you like the rope stuff we're gonna do? What would you like to get out of that?
I wouldn't mind some inversion.
Oh yeah.
Some color therapy.
Some color therapy?
Some color therapy.
Okay.
I'm in my throat chakra space right now. I don't know if you have blues.
I have some blues.
Blues and purples.
Okay.
And
okay. Yeah. No.
That's good.
Yeah. Are there any terms of endearment you would like me to use or you're open to me using? While you're thinking about that, I'm mostly a good girl kind of person.
Good girl works.
Okay. Do you have any preferred ones?
Good girl, you're doing good.
Okay.
You got this.
All right.
Encouragement.
Okay. Do you dip into like that sub-bliss, that subspace where you're non-communicative?
No.
Okay.
I can, but
if you do, what does that look like? What have you been told it looks like?
Like the way that I communicate? Probably nodding, head nods, yeses, no's.
Okay.
But
I
do appreciate what you said about how you like to communicate during the scenes. So I I would like to do that.
Okay.
And be as verbal as I can.
Okay.
Because again, I'm just being in my throat chakra space and
Okay.
yeah, doing the most.
Okay. So, but let's say that we find that you're in a space where, okay, so as a rope top, right, there are times where it's like sex, I'm that dude you're just having sex with, and I won't ask a bunch of questions. Oh, do you like that? How does that feel? Hey, what about that? Right? So those are real questions, right? So in the scene, like so I was recording, I may ask you a question that may not seem like a question, but I'm looking for an answer.
Trying to gauge
right.
me. Okay.
So but I also understand it's a moment of just shut the fuck up, right? Right? Just shut the fuck up. You doing right. You doing good, nigga. You doing good, nigga. You doing good.
I mean, but at the end of the day, there's nothing besides what I asked that I'm trying to get out of this. So.
Right. And so
Even if you are talking
right. So there may be a moment where it's like you're in the, because I also want you to enjoy the space I put the moment. So if you get like you're nonverbal, but you good, I mean you may hear me say thumbs up, thumbs down. That's it. Because my language, what I'll start doing is communicating in shorter things as part of my cost communication method. S is short. S is short for brevity. So it may be like, oh, okay. So I will also ask you 2 questions that sound the same, but they're not. One of them is, how do you feel? That means how does you feel internally, like your mood, your emotions. How do you feel? How do you feel, right? The other one is, how does your body feel, right? It is,
I often speak in those 2 ways.
Yeah. How does your body feel? Right. Totally different, right. So in that communication, if there is a yellow like a yellow moment, but you really just want me to adjust the rope and then like kind of do a thing, just say, like, you can say that, right? Yeah. Because we're gonna be recording, I'm gonna be shooting photos and video. If it's I can endure this if this is an adjustment over here, right? Okay. What else? If non-verbal cues, I put my hand in your hand and squeeze it. If once you're squeezing it, if I squeeze back 2 times, that means okay, you're good, you can let go. If suddenly you just look up and I'm bringing you down, I just saw something that I think is going wacky, and hey, let's bring you down. Okay. Also, since we are shooting and we creating content, we may do some stuff. It may look like we might. Oh, okay, here we go. Non-verbal communication. If you're looking if you're looking at me and you're something and I'm making a face, it 8 out of 10 times it has 0 to do with you. I'm on some nerd photography shit.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I'm on some.
Right, you seeing things. Right. Okay.
It's that. But also, if you feel like you know your body and you're gonna orientate yourself in a way you're like, okay, know to be cool, this, right? So if you have one of those, it'd be cool if I pose this way. Whatever is it would be cool, you gotta hold it. Give me like 3 to 5 seconds of holding it. So if you bent up, it's like, that is kind of dope. Photography wise, if you hear me say freeze, just freeze. Don't fucking move. Don't adjust. Freeze. And then, a good thing we took the same class. Okay. Hey, God damn it, it's good having rope bottoms. Hey, it's good having people who, oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Make sure your rope bottoms are educated, okay?
Right. And oh my goodness. So, right, we'll work it out. I'm trying to think what else.
You can also say, if you need me to freeze, don't fucking move.
Okay.
I like that.
All right. Okay. All right. Because I don't mind saying that. I don't mind being authority. I just try to be very respectful of people and like, hey,
you can bully me. I like that.
Okay. Okay. Degradation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Degradation.
With derogation, what are words you don't want to hear?
The B word.
Okay. Yeah. I'm glad you said that because I like saying it.
I know.
All right.
It feels so good.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I said it a couple of times. I apologize. What words do you like? Like, do you have a word that is?
If I like being addressed.
Yes.
Slut is cool.
Slut is cool. Cool and what you like aren't always the same thing.
like slut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I got some other stuff. All right. That's where I'm at. I got it.
Yeah, just no B words. That's all.
Okay. No B words. Okay. Okay. And nothing. Are there any parts of your body you like worship or you don't like mentioned at all? It's just so different from the last time.
I like all parts worship.
Okay.
There's no place on my body that is off limits for worship.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right, that's all I got. You got anything? All right. Hey, that's once again, it's Solomon Abrams, Greystone Dojo, the well-known worldwide Abrams family, and
Darling Nicky. FKA, AKA.
Right.
Nicole Nawaz.
Right. So, y'all, we gonna check y'all out later. Y'all be good. Peace.